Hi everyone, Leah here. So this call is to talk about your challenge pack and the challenge group and what the first steps are. So I know it's probably a little bit daunting to get your challenge pack in the mail and figure out what your first step is. So do not be scared. We're going to go through every part of it. And of course, if you have any questions once we're done with this, then please feel free to ask me either in the group, in the app, or via personal message, email, text message, give me a call, whatever works for you. So first things first, the challenge group today, Monday, is the first day of prep week. So we have 7 days of prep. This is just a prep kickoff call. So everything that we cover in this call we'll be diving into that every day of the week for the next 7 days before we begin the actual group on Monday, where we check in that we did our workout and had our shake. So do not worry, this isn't the last time that you're going to hear this information, and hopefully once this call is done, you'll be able to go through your program materials, having a little bit of an idea about what everything is. So that's what this call is supposed to do. So the expectations for the group is that you check in every single day that you did your workout and that you had your shake. You interact ideally with other challenges in the group. The more sense of community that we have in that group, I've noticed that the more successful everyone is as a whole, because everyone likes to be supported. And of course, you can expect me to do the same as you. I check in every single day that I did my workout and had my shake. I support everyone via their posts. And of course, I post daily every morning to help to motivate, inspire, and keep you on track. So let's dive right into the challenge pack and what you are going to get once you open it up. For some of you, you may already have it. Some of you, you may not. That's totally okay. Don't panic. You'll be even more ahead of the game because you haven't even seen it yet. So the first thing is your shake. So I don't know if any of you already currently drink protein shakes, or this is more than just a protein shake. It also has basically your vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, probiotics. It's completely raw, completely natural. There's no cheap fillers or artificial ingredients. This stuff is absolutely amazing. Like, I cannot tell you enough how much this has saved me along the last year and a half with my nutrition. Some of the key benefits you're going to notice are it's going to reduce your food cravings, and it usually probably takes about 2 weeks to a month, depending on your current lifestyle and diet. But I noticed that I was able to stick with my healthy eating once I started Shakeology. It also is going to help you recover from your workouts. It is completely normal to be sore, but this is going to help you in that department. It also is going to give you some energy, and it's going to be counted as one of your 6 meals for the day. So Shakeology by itself, it can be shaken with water and it's counted, or like almond milk or something like that. In that case, it's counted just as one red container, which we'll talk about those in a second. But a red container is considered a protein. So by itself, the protein powder is a red, but chances are you're probably going to mix it with other things. I do it plain by itself, sometimes shaken, especially when I'm traveling, but I like to blend mine, and I will be posting my favorite recipe, a video on how to make my favorite recipe in a blender. But just so you know that this is counted as one red. And you're going to drink that once per day. That's half of your daily activity, is checking that you had that shake. So you're going to get a cup for your shake, of course. So it's just a little added bonus. Has a little shaker thing in there. The most confusing thing for people are the color-coded containers. So this one isn't open, so I'm not going to open it up. But so color-coded containers, you're going to have a green, purple, red, blue, orange, and did I say yellow? Yellow. Your purple container is going to be fruit. Your green is going to be vegetables. Your yellow is going to be carbs. The red is going to be protein, blue is healthy fat, and orange is seeds and dressings. Now, for those containers, there are corresponding foods for each food group. And what you're going to do is you're going to go through and figure out what your calorie bracket is based on a lot of factors. It's going to be based on your weight. It's going to be based on your activity level. It's going to be based on what program you're doing. And also, even for some programs, whether you want to build muscle or lean out. And that's just for some of the weight training programs. So once you open up your nutrition guide, it's going to tell you how to do that. And for most programs, what you're going to do is you're going to take your current weight and you're going to multiply that by 11, 12, or 13, depending on your activity level. And then you're going to take that number and you're going to add 450, which is about what the calorie burn is. You're going to take that number and you're going to subtract it by 750, and that's going to be your calorie target. Now, we don't have to count calories. You're going to be counting containers. Sorry, my dog is trying to figure out what he's doing. So you're going to be counting containers. So depending on the number that you have come up with there, there's going to be a corresponding meal plan container count there. So everyone's is going to be different. And so like for me, I get 3 greens per day, which is 3 vegetables. I get 2 fruits per day. I get 4 proteins per day, 2 carbohydrates per day, 1 healthy fat per day, and 1 seeds and dressings per day, and 2 teaspoons per day. And teaspoons are oils and seeds, or oils and nut butters. So yours is going to be completely different than that. I'm going to post several meal plans corresponding to every single calorie bracket. Just a really basic, simple meal plan that is limited to no cooking, because I know that not everyone enjoys cooking. I know that meal prep can be really daunting to start out at first. So I do a no-cook meal plan, which is literally just putting it together. So feel free, and I'm going to show you where you can find even more recipes, even more meal plans. And also another favorite resource of mine is Pinterest. I search whatever program I'm doing. So say you're doing Core de Force, you can search Core de Force 1,500 to 1,799 calorie bracket meal plan. And of course, you're going to plug in whatever your calorie bracket is, and you will find a wealth of meal plans. And you can go through every single one and pick one that is to your taste, because obviously your taste is probably not going to be the same as mine. All my meal plans that I make for myself are vegan. Yours may not be, so, and you may love mushrooms, and another challenger in the group may despise mushrooms. So everyone is different, and hopefully you can find a meal plan that works for your taste and that you really enjoy, because it makes it 100 times easier. And also something that your family enjoys too, because you can ideally find something and make these healthy foods for everybody. But I will post some simple meal plans in the group just to give you an idea of what it looks like and for you to use to start off with. Because I know that that is the most daunting part, but the nutrition aspect is 80% of your results. So the results happen in the kitchen. Tracking and portioning your food is where your results are going to come from. Yes, the workouts, of course, you're going to get tone, you're going to lose weight from the workouts, but if you don't have your nutrition dialed in, then it's going to be really hard, because you cannot outwork a bad diet. So, but do not worry, because getting used to the container system, it takes practice. Like, you do not need to be perfect on day 1 with the container system. It took me several rounds, and at the time, the rounds I was doing, they can be 21 to 30 days, and it took me several rounds to actually get this dialed in. So as long as we're being mindful of what we're eating and trying to get close to our container counts every day, we're avoiding sugar, we're avoiding a ton of processed foods, then we're going to be in the ballpark, and we're going to be doing good. So do not stress if you feel like your container count's not perfect, or you're overwhelmed with the thought of changing up your routine and your food and all that. And of course, if you have any questions about them, especially foods, then ask me, and I'm going to show you where to find the corresponding the corresponding foods for each container. It varies actually for every program. And that's another thing is for this group, there are people doing several different programs. So we're not all doing the same fitness program, but most of them are 21 to 30 days. So, you know, you may be doing the same program as somebody else, but as a whole, the group is doing all different programs. So you should also receive some recipes for your Shakeology. There's a little recipe card there, and it has a few recipes here for each flavor. I'm not sure what your particular one looks like. They change this all the time, but I'm also going to show you where to find even more recipes. And there is so many yummy recipes. And like I said, I'm going to share what my favorite one is. You're also going to get a calendar of some sort, a workout calendar. And I highly, highly, highly encourage you to tape this up somewhere where you will see it often. Get a marker, put it next to it, and draw a line through every single day that you complete, because there is something about checking it off in your mind every single day and creating that habit that helps you to stick with it. So put it on your fridge, put it out in your workout area, whatever you want to do. Print it or post it up. I'm going to show you, because some of you, the Beachbody On Demand customers, you need to print your calendar. You will also get a section to do your measurements. So before we get started, you will need to take a before photo and also take some before measurements. So if you have not already saw that, you're going to need some sort of measuring tape, like for sewing works really well, to do your measurements. And it shows you a picture of exactly where to measure for each measurement. You're going to do a before measurement, and then once we're done with the group, you're going to do an after measurement and an after photo. And you're going to take your before weight and your after weight. Please do not, freak out about this or feel bad about your before pictures or your measurements or your weight. Every single person is doing it. And when I started, I was 224 pounds. I, of course, did not want to share my stuff, but I shared it because let me tell you that every single person in this group wants to get healthier, wants to lose weight, or wants to get stronger, or has some sort of health and fitness goals. And we are not judging where you're at, because we've all probably been where you're at. Or we are there now. So please do not feel bad. This is a very supportive group. I've never had any negativity in any of my challenge groups. I promise you that if I did, that person would be immediately removed from the group. But like I said, we don't even need to go there because it's never happened. This is a very supportive community of people. So once you get those, there's also a place in the app to record that, which I will show you as well. The last thing you need is a book, some kind of book. Now, this does not come in your challenge pack, obviously, but I highly encourage you to get a book. I obviously cannot show up to your house and make sure you're reading or even doing your workouts or drinking your shake or logging it, but this is something that is going to help you. So not just working on our physical strength, but also our mental strength, because I seriously believe that getting healthy is almost 100% mental. I mean, we're just fighting with ourselves to form these habits, to get up and work out every single day, to choose something healthy versus that donut in the morning. We're battling with ourselves and our mind because we've had the habit of being unhealthy or choosing the unhealthier foods, or maybe it's just how we were raised. Whatever our situation is, there are some mental things that we have to get through in order to be healthier. So something you can do is Google personal development books. If you have an area that you really want to grow in, then I would suggest Googling that particular thing. Like maybe it's relationships. You can say relationship personal development books, or maybe it's motivation personal development books. It could be self-confidence. It could be completely around eating, and they do have books about eating or sleeping. Say you are not sleeping well. There's, literally a personal development book for everything. And I highly encourage you to read 10 minutes per day. And I think everyone can do 10 minutes. If you literally cannot pick up a book to read for 10 minutes, another option is, and this may work if you don't think you can get a book in time, is to download an app called Audible, Audible. And in Audible, once you download the app, you actually get some free credit. So you'll be able to get a couple of free books. And they send you free credits. I believe it's once a month. I'm not sure. But that would actually give you a way, so you can listen to it when you're taking a shower, when you're doing the dishes, when you're cleaning, even if while you're working out if you want. So you can just listen to your personal development for 10 minutes a day. And I am telling you that I swear by this. I tell all my coaches on my team, this is going to change your life. Because I feel like if we are making such a huge change, we have to grow into the person that we want to be. We have to do something the old us didn't do. So get a book, listen to it. I promise you it's going to be life-changing. This is a good example of one that I really like. It's called The Compound Effect. I've read it several times. I think my mom's read it like 10 times and she listens to it like every day on the way to work. It's a really good book. Another one for those of you that are not morning people but are considering doing your workouts in the morning, I highly recommend getting the book called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And I've had challengers that are reading that now. Brody, get out of there. It's my bathroom. Sorry, now you're going to see my toilet. So I highly recommend getting that book if you're planning on trying to do a morning workout, because that book is amazing, life-changing. All right, what's next? So next, I wanted to go through the tools with you and the websites. Let's see here. I'm going to share my screen, so you guys should be able to see my desktop, hopefully. Alrighty. Hopefully you can see that. So the first website, I'm going to move this here. The first website we're going to go to is www.beachbodyondemand. For all of my customers that are doing the streaming, which is awesome because you have access to hundreds of programs versus just one set of DVDs. Let's see here. So you're going to log in. And I don't know if it's going to let me log in. Actually, it hasn't been letting me for some reason. I think I changed the password on myself and didn't realize it. Yay. Let me log in. I'm going to save the password so that doesn't happen again. Okay. So once you get logged in, and you will have your same login for your main website as you do for this, and you should have already created it. If you didn't, you'll need to create it at the top. And you're going to see all these programs. So these are every single program that Beachbody has ever created. And you have access to every single one, including its nutrition guides, including its recipes, including like all of that stuff, which is so awesome. So let's just click on one, for instance, here. So a really popular program is 21 Day Fix and Core de Force. Let's take a look at 21 Day Fix here. There's also 21 Day Fix Extreme. This is the program that I started with, 21 Day Fix Extreme, when I first started, and I did it for like 6 rounds, and I just loved it. I lost about 65 pounds on that particular program. So these are the workouts. And you're going to click play here for your first workout. And there's even some bonus workouts here. And if you prefer to work out with no music, you can do that as well. There's some workouts down here. And next you want to go to your program materials. So you'll see your workout calendar, and this is what I was telling you about. For Beachbody On Demand customers, go ahead and print this out, tape it up. You have your portion control tally sheet. So this is one of the ways that you can track your containers. I'm going to show you another way as well. So you can print this off, you can put it in your purse, you can put it on your fridge, whatever you want to do, so you're tracking each container. And you can put a little cheat sheet at the top of what containers you get for that day. The next thing here is, let's see, digitally editable worksheets. Okay, so those are another copy of your tally sheets. Food list. So this is a cheat sheet of what goes into each container here. And I'm going to show you another place to have this just in your pocket at all times, but this is something else that you can tape on your fridge if you would like. There are foods that are not on this list that are still approved. I Google them a lot. I'll say, 21 day fix, and I'll search the food, which container in it. It'll tell us normally. Food list. Eating plan. So for those of you that did not get the actual book, this is your eating plan. You're going to want to read through this cover to cover. You can print it if you want, but it's going to give you an introduction, obviously, and then how it works. So it's going to talk about the container system. It's just a reiteration of what I said. This is where you're going to calculate your calorie bracket. Really, really important. And might I also add that as you start to lose weight, 10, 20 pounds, you're going to need to recalculate your calorie bracket, because as you lose weight, you're going to drop down in weight in calorie brackets. Here's what I was talking about the plans. So depending on your activity level, depending on which plan you are. Let's see here, more tally sheets to track your food. Down, down, down. This is our CEO, Carl Deichler, amazing man, super inspiring. Okay, it also gives you sample meal plans. You could use these as well. There's tons of meal plans in each program, especially Shift Shop. If you're doing Shift Shop, it has the best meal plan. And it's very simple. So I would definitely suggest checking that one out. It also gives you recipes in here. Food groups. It just goes and dives deeper into the container system. Gives you some recipes for water. You're going to want to be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water. There's also a place to check off your water as the day goes on. So I have to drink about 11 8-ounce glasses of water. Coffee is completely okay on the 21 day fix. Sugar is not. We are trying to avoid sugar and processed foods. So you can have coffee and you can have tea and you can even have alcohol. As far as coffee and tea and water, it's free. Even a little bit of non-dairy milk is free. You do not have to count that. I know that it says that you can only have it 3 times a week, and count it as a yellow. But since then, I've watched a video by the creator of 21 Day Fix, Autumn Calabrese, and she said that just the non-dairy milk that we're putting in our shake is so low calorie that she considers it free and doesn't even count it. So what we do need to count is any kind of other beverage, such as alcohol or juices or dairy milks, things like that. Those are going to be counted as an a yellow container. So for every alcoholic beverage you have, that's a yellow, and your yellow container is considered your carb. So you're going to get to a position where if you do drink, that you're drinking your containers versus eating your containers, what's going to happen in that case, you are going to be hungrier, obviously, because alcohol or juice is empty calories. So people that have tried to cut down, say you like to have a few glasses of wine a night or something like that, cutting down to 1 glass of wine or cutting down to 3 times a week, or, however many times a week, so that you are actually getting your container counts in, because you need those containers to have energy. You need them to fuel your workouts. I would highly suggest to try to limit the alcohol and not drink your containers every day. So here's some more recipes. It even gives you a little cheat sheet for restaurants. More recipes. And these are all really simple recipes, guys. And there's also a cookbook, a Fixate cookbook, and a cooking show, which I'll show you as well. But I'm not going to go through each one of these because it'll take time. But tons of recipes here. So no shortage of recipes. There's some added things I'll show you here, boosts and things like that. So here's something to know. At the end of our challenge, you will have your after photo, you'll have your measurements, and what you can do is send it in to this website here. You go to beachbodychallenge.com. I'm going to show it to you. And it doesn't show it to anybody, so you don't have to worry about that, but you will get a free t-shirt just for putting in your measurements and your before and after photo, which is really awesome. I'm trying to collect t-shirts from each program because I just think it's kind of cool. But depending on which program you do, you'll get a cute little tank top or t-shirt. So that's fun. Alrighty, so another thing to add about the container system is that the higher up on the list it is for each container, the more nutritious it is. So if you're eating from the bottom for every single one of your meals, you're probably not going to be as full. You're probably not going to have as much energy. You want to try to eat from the top as much as you can because that's the most nutritious pound for pound food item that you can eat. It's something like sweet potatoes at the very top versus corn tortillas on the very bottom. Sweet potato is more nutritious. Okay, so that is your eating plan. There's also a vegan eating plan. I know there is another vegan in this group, so check this eating plan out, Sophie, because you actually get a different set of container counts, which is so awesome because we get to eat more yellows because they consider beans protein and things like that. So check that out. There's an FAQ to answer some questions. There's some Spotify music playlists. They even have this in Spanish. But that is all the program materials that you are going to need. There's a couple other in here that I didn't show you. 3-day quick fix. This is if you want to lose weight really fast. Say you're going to a wedding and you just want to, you know, feel good and fit into that dress. This is a really good meal plan to do 3 days prior. It gets rid of a lot of bloat. She is a bikini competitor, so she uses these meal plans to get ready for competition. What else do I have here? I believe that's it. So program materials, it's different for every single one. So read through start to finish. You got your workout list here. You're going to have your workout calendar taped up. Check out your first workout. Once you click on it, it's going to pop up. You accept your thing, and you can do these on the computer. You can do these on your phone. You can do these on a Roku or Apple TV, on iPads. You can get your phone plugged into your TV so you can do it that way. Whatever you choose to do, you can stream. Your workout's going to pop up. Should any second. And all workouts are different lengths. So for those of you that are doing Beachbody On Demand, if you have not picked a program yet, then go through and check out all the programs. There's even a little section where you can take a short quiz on which program might be right for you, and I can show you that. But yeah, go through and just kind of preview the different programs. So that is it for the workouts for Beachbody On Demand. So there was one more thing I wanted to show you on Beachbody On Demand. There's a challenge du jour, which is a sneak peek of a program every day. It's different every day. You go down, let's see, where is it? There is a cooking show. I don't know where it is at the moment. There's something called a Fixate cooking show. I don't know why. Normally it's right here on the top, but I don't know why it's not there right now. Of course, the one time I'm trying to find it. But you will see it pop up. It should say Fixate cooking show. Maybe it's because I clicked on workout programs here. Let's go back. You can go through there, and there's even more recipes, and she goes, it's like Food Network, but for healthy food. Okay. Well, you'll be able to see that later. So the next website we're going to go to is our Team Beachbody website. You're going to have the same login. Let me log in here. This is a place where you can change your Shakeology order. You can order more Shakeology. You can order other supplements. And I'll show you all that right here. So I logged in. You're going to use the same login as your last one. This is the Beachbody Challenge I told you about over here on the right. Once we're done, you're gonna submit your results there and get your free swag, which is awesome. Everyone loves free swag. The Eat Smart section, this is super handy. So there is a bazillion recipes here. Like, you have access to so many recipes. Look at this: breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts. There's vegan, vegetarian, soups, under 100 calories, a bazillion Shakeology recipes. I mean, this thing is like gold. It is amazing trove of recipes. You will have no shortage of creative foods to eat, drink, and all that stuff. There's Shakeology recipes, just plain Shakeology here. And you can pick your flavor. So this is all the chocolate dairy-free recipes here. Tons of them, and they are all super delish. You guys are gonna be addicted to it. I'm addicted to it. Okay, Eat Smart. There's nutrition tips daily. This is just a cool place to check out. There's success stories, message boards you can post to if you have any questions. But of course, you also have our group. There's some videos about products and different success stories. Sometimes in the beginning, and I still do this now, but what I used to do when I was having really, really, really hard days where I did not want to work out, but I knew that I didn't want to give up, that I had to do this. This was my only choice. On those days, oh, see my dog. So funny. She's sitting in the bathroom. On those days, I would YouTube success stories, or I would go here to this tab here and I would look at success stories, because it would be people that were successful with these programs, super inspiring stories, people that changed their life, just like I have now, with these products and programs, and it would motivate me, inspire me, because I would see, okay, this can be done. So if you were having like an extra rough day, then go to these success stories or YouTube Beachbody success stories and watch like 5 in a row, and I guarantee you, you will get up and you will work out. Okay, so here's the shop section. This is where you're going to order more Shakeology if you would like, or any other supplements. So if you purchase a challenge pack, you automatically will be sent another bag of Shakeology in 30 days. And I will show you how you can change the order, put it on hold, things like that. Now, for your automatic shipment, I can also, for those of you that have not already done it, I can enroll you as a discount coach, which is basically someone who gets all the perks of being a coach but isn't an actual coach. You will get your Shakeology for $97 versus $131.95. So if you would like to enroll for that, please let me know. I can do that for you. It costs $40, but then your enrollment fee is reimbursed because you have purchased a challenge pack. So I will be able to do that for you before your second bag ships out. So this is a list of all the products over here. This is the Shakeology. There's a couple tips I wanted to tell you about if you are ordering another bag of Shakeology, let's say. You want to make sure that you order the bags and not the packets, unless you don't care. But basically the packets are 24 packets, single serve packets per box, versus the bag, which is 30 servings per bag for the same price. So if I'm traveling, I've never had a problem bringing my bag of Shakeology with me, but another thing to do is you can also put it in little Ziploc baggies if you want. But I like to do the bag because it's a better value. You get 6 more servings for the same price. Power Greens, I use this in my shake every day. Basically, 2 scoops is 1 serving of vegetables. So if you hate vegetables and you have issues getting your vegetables in, you can definitely do Power Greens here. And with the discount that I mentioned before, if you enroll as a discount customer before you buy any other products, you get 25% off anything that you ever purchase. So for instance here, this is normally $35 and I get it for $26. So definitely a good deal. Digestive Health, I add this into my shake as well as the Focused Energy. These are all natural products. They're all from foods, not, additives and chemicals and things like that. Basically, there's just a bunch of shakers there. The other products that I wanted to show you There's a Shakeology boost, which I talked about here. Just goes and you can click on details, and I post about these in the group as well. Daily Sunshine, which is kids. It's basically a serving of fruit, a serving of vegetables, very high in fiber, and it's for kids 4 and above. It's a brand new product. A 3-day refresh. I just finished with a 3-day refresh here, and it's basically a little mini cleanse. When I first started, when I had a lot of weight to lose, I lost, the most I ever lost during a 3-day refresh was 9 pounds. But at the time I had so much weight to lose, I just did one and I only lost about 2 pounds, which is still a lot. And it still got rid of inches around my waist from all the bloating. I just didn't lose a lot of actual pounds. But it's kind of because I'm where I'm at, I'm not going to get too much smaller. So 3-day refresh, if any of you are interested in that, you can definitely message me for more info. And this is the other one that I love, is the Performance line. So this is Performance Hydrate. I drink this during my workout. It's basically electrolytes, gives you a little boost of energy. Energize, this is my absolute favorite. This is a pre-workout supplement. You drink it about 30 minutes prior to working out, and it's going to give you some sustained energy for your workout. There's the Recover and the Recharge. This helps you for like some muscle soreness, especially if you're doing weight training programs. I do not drink these because they do have dairy in them, so I do not drink those. It's creatine if you are trying to, build a serious muscle. So I got a message from a challenger here. And you can buy these all together as a performance stack if you would like. Let's see. Here's another cleanse. You can buy some different workout gear, clothes, things like that. Let's get out of there. Go back to home. So the next place that you will go to is, where is it? Up here to the top, My Account. Once you log in, you can change your Shakeology order here. So on the left, Shakeology recurring orders, home direct. You can change your address. You can change your card information. You can change your flavor. You can skip your next order. You can change the ship date or shipping address. Now you should get a notification when your next bag is about to ship out, and you have about 5 days to a week to change your order. So if you're like, oh darn, I want chocolate instead of vanilla this time, you can log on real quick and change it right here online. Another way is to call them, and there's contact information here. There's also live chat. So once you click on this, you can live chat and say, hey, I want to change my order, or hey, I want to do quarterly or skip my next order. To be part of the group, you do need to do Shakeology because it is half of our daily check-in. But say you have maybe more than you need, you can do that there. So super simple to do that. That is that website. Trying to think if there's anything else. You can access Beachbody on demand here. You can contact me via that link. What else do I have for these websites? Okay, I think that is it as far as websites. So the other thing I want to go through is apps. So this is my phone. Now, I have my Beachbody stuff right here. If you haven't already, then you need to download the My Challenge Tracker app, and that is this one right here. Once you click on that, you should have an invite pop up. If you do not, then let me know. I may have gotten your email address wrong. This is my group that I'm in with my coach. I am still a challenger just like you do. I'm in another group with my coach that I've been in for 1.5 years, and I absolutely love it still. I still check in every single day to that group as well. So you can see I already added my workout here, and I already added my Shakeology. But I'm going to go to, let's see if I can go to another group. I'm also part of some of my downline coaches groups as well. So, so let's just say here. So this is where you'll log your workout. You'll click here, and it'll have a place for a photo. You can write a little short snippet of, what you did if you'd like. And there's the other place right here, Shakeology. You add your Shakeology. You can add a photo. You can also add a little snippet, so maybe what recipe you did. You could share the recipe if you loved it or not, things like that. And you'll see my posts here. This is a totally different, this is an older group, but you'll see my daily posts. Sometimes I pin important ones to the top that I want you guys to see. And another thing to look at is once you click on a group, right here, this is your home screen, and you'll see, this is my post for today. This is from the previous group that's about to end, but there's also this section right here, and I really encourage you guys to check this out every day because there are challengers posts. Now, I like to, obviously as a coach, I go through and talk to everybody, but as challengers, I really highly recommend connecting with people in this app. Swapping stories, sharing recipes, commenting, supporting, and just kind of reaching out, because the stronger that we are as a group, as a community, the more successful we will all be. So please, please, please go through, like people's posts, comment on them. I may even ask you to connect with one certain person or to maybe post to the group one day just for some extra support for people. Let's see here. Another thing here, so that the plus sign is where you log your shakes. This is where you will have, it would have prompted you to set up your, I'll show you here that in a second, but this shows that I have done 22 workouts out of 22 days. I've had 22 shakes out of 22 days. My starting weight, it'll have starting measurements and before photo here. And these are all the alerts. So anything that I've had activity on my group, basically. So here, you're going to accept the challenge, accept, and it's going to prompt you. This is a different group for one of my coaches is running. It's going to prompt you to get started. Perfect, get started. Write in your goals. I'm not going to write it in right now, so I'm just going to hit skip, but write in your goal. You can add your before photo here, and you can choose whether I can see it or not. But like I said, judgment-free zone. You select your workout program, whatever it's going to be. Select your Shakeology flavor here. Any other nutritionals you're drinking, like maybe, like I mentioned, the Energize or Hydrate. And you can have your reminders there, so it reminds you to log your stuff at a certain time. So by 5 p.m., if I haven't logged my stuff, it tells me I haven't logged it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I did my workout, but I haven't logged it yet. So you can do that. So that is it for the app. Like I said, check it twice a day. I like to check it in the morning. My posts, I post at 2 a.m. because there are people on the East Coast, so I want them to be able to have that morning motivation as well at 6 a.m. because they're 4 hours ahead. So I post at 2 a.m. so that at 6 a.m. my East Coasters can see it as well. But otherwise, yeah, you guys will see it when you get up. And I just think it's good to have that just morning dose of motivation right when you wake up. Another thing here is the 21-Day Fix app. So even if you are not doing the 21-Day Fix, I highly encourage you to check this app out because not only does it have a cheat sheet for your containers here, you can click on there, see, and you have a cheat sheet right in your pocket. But it also has this tracker here. So you can select whichever program, put in your weight. That's not my weight, just automatically does that. And it will track your container. So I get 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, and that is what I actually get each day. And so once I click on here, so for breakfast here, I say I had my Shakeology, so I'm going to put a plus sign here, and that is 1 protein. I put a banana in my Shakeology. A large banana is 2. A small banana is just half. So, a small banana is 1. So I put a small banana in, and I also put a teaspoon of almond butter in. So there's a teaspoon there. And it shows you what you had and what you have left for the day. So it's really awesome. Handy little tracker. And there's also a section here where you select your workout. And if you're doing a different program, you select other and just type in what your workout was that day. And just like the calendar, I am seriously encouraging you guys to use this app because I am 1 billion times more successful when I track my food, whether it's on paper or with this every single day, than I am not tracking my food, because there's something about writing it down and checking it off in your brain that keeps you going and eager to want to check off all the boxes that day. Because honestly, people that do this program, it's not that, it's, obviously some people eat, too much, but some people don't eat enough. And some people are eating a lot more, one container versus another container, not getting, say, any greens or any vegetables, and getting way too much protein or way too much carbs. So it's all about finding that balance in the group. But there's also a transformation tracker, so you can record your stuff here. I will tell you that in the group, it does disappear once the group is over. So make sure you write it down if you do want to track it, from start to finish. Like I have mine written down on a piece of paper from day one from over a year ago. So that's that app. So definitely get that 21 Day Fix app. It's free. Here's a BOD app. If you're traveling and you want to do your workouts via BOD, you can download the app. And you can actually even pre-download 5 workouts or 7. I can't remember. But you can pre-download them and have them not be on the internet and do that. So you don't need to have super reliable internet to do that. But you can only do it for 2 weeks. So it stays on there for 2 weeks. So those are just my apps for my business. So you don't need to worry about those. So those are the 2 tools that are really critical for the group. The My Challenge Tracker and the 21 Day Fix Tracker, and BOD if you wish to do it that way. So you have the 2 websites, you have those 2 tools. Like I said, we're going to begin. I'm going to stop sharing screen here so that you can see my face again. We begin on Monday. That's going to be the very first day that we do a workout. So from now until Monday, I really encourage you guys to look through Beachbody On Demand or look through your program materials if you got DVDs, and start to read all the materials cover to cover. Start to print your calendars and trackers and put it on the fridge. Start to do your measurements and before photo and weight and write that down. And also plan your first workout. Make sure you know what day 1's going to be. Pick out your outfit. Pick out what time you're going to work out and have a plan, because if we don't plan, then we're planning to fail is how I see it. So if you're saying I'm going to do my workout on day 1, but you wake up at the same time, you go to work at the same time, you cook dinner at the same time, your kids still need all of your attention at the same time, and you don't actually have a plan on when you were planning on fitting that workout in, then it's not going to work. So whether you need to talk to those around you, say, hey, this is a new routine. Will you please support me? Or get up even, a little bit earlier, 30 minutes earlier to do a workout. So let's see what else I have for you. So plan, put your calendars up, make sure you have a plan for day 1. And we're going to talk about this in the group as well, but just goal setting. So what is your goal for week 1? So we break it down to manageable chunks. Whether your goal is to not miss a workout, eat all your containers, drink all your water. My goal is always to drink all my water because I'm horrible about that. Speaking of which, I'm going to drink some right now. So drink all your water. That's a goal. So think about what your goal is. Not just, I want to lose weight, but a goal just for the group that you can measure. If your goal is, I want to lose 10 pounds in 1 week, it's probably not going to happen. So do a manageable goal that we can break down to chunks that you can measure after the first week, and then we'll set another for week 2 and week 3. But hopefully you guys do have a goal going into the group. So whether it's I want to lose 30 pounds, I want you to drill down and think about, why do you want to lose 30 pounds? Okay, I want to lose 30 pounds because I'm not comfortable where I'm at. I don't feel like I can keep up with life or my kids or do all the things that I want. Okay, well, why is that? Why do you feel like you're not comfortable in your own skin? Drill down your goal and ask yourself why 5 times. And it sounds redundant, but the point of that is to get really deep with your goals, to think about really why, not just, I want to look good in this dress, or I want to fit in these jeans. Not the superficial reason why you want to lose weight, but drill down 5 whys to the very deep-seated reason why you want to lose weight. Is it because you have never honestly felt comfortable in your own skin? You've never felt confident, walking into a room of people? You've been missing out on activities that you really wish you could participate in because your weight isn't allowing you to do it. Get really deep down to that why. And I would love if you guys shared the really deep why with me, or even with the group. Like I said, there's no judgment, because sharing it makes it real. And even if you share it with a friend, a spouse, a partner, we're going to go through, and once you set your goals, you're going to share it with somebody in the group. Sorry, not in the group, but I'm going to post it in the group how you are going to share those goals. Because like I said, sharing your goal makes it real, makes it tangible, and then you have the accountability. Then I can say, hey, you told me that you wanted to lose weight because you wanted to be here for your kids, in 30 years and not be pre-diabetic anymore, which is what I was. I was pre-diabetic before I lost weight. So drill deep down into those whys, because that is going to carry you through this group. It is going to help you on the days that you don't want to work out. I can remind you, hey, you said you wanted to do this, or you can think about the fact that that's your deep-seated why. There's a story that I heard, it was a while back, about there's 2 buildings. A guy was standing on one building, and there was a plank sitting on the ground. The guy said, I'll give you $20 if you walk across this plank. The guy said, okay, great. Walked across the plank, made $20. The guy said, put the plank outstretched between 2 buildings, a really long plank, hovering over, 100 feet over the pavement, and said, I'll give you $20 to walk across this plank. The guy's like, no, why would I do that? I'm not going to walk across this plank for $20. This is my, life or death. Why would I do that? So he, obviously didn't. Now think about the guy's child being on the other building by himself, alone, and the building's on fire. And there's that plank. Do you think the guy's going to walk across that plank? 100% yes. My point of the story is that if the why is strong enough, we will figure out how. So if our why to lose weight, to get healthier, to be successful in this group is strong enough and deep enough, we will figure out how to make this happen every single day. We will figure out how to work out every single day. We will figure out how to deal with the soreness, how to, choose the healthy food over the non-healthy food. If our why is deep enough, if it carries us through, we will figure out the how. So think about that. I really hope that helps start to get your brain moving and motivated and inspired for this group, because I'm really excited. I always get really excited for the beginning of a new group because it's new people whose lives are going to be completely changed. So, of course, reach out to me with any questions that you may have at any time. Once you open the app, you can actually contact me via text and all that stuff too. You have my number. I am 100% available to you guys, but I do highly encourage you to reach out via the group, because chances are if you have a question, then another challenger may have the very same question. So posting your questions in the group is really good. All right, we are at an hour, which this call was supposed to be an hour. I'm really excited because I made my time. I didn't go on tangents. I really hope this video helped you guys not to be so nervous about the beginning of this group and about everything that you're getting in your challenge pack. Like I said, this is only the kickoff call for the prep week of this group. We have 7 days where we are going to dive into each one of these topics, including specifics on every part that I mentioned today. So still time to get it all nailed down before we start. But the biggest thing is you guys have made a decision to start, and that is so very exciting. All right, bye guys.